Good afternoon, everybody. It is 3:30, and not a lot has really changed since I last saw you. Market's still down. What was up earlier is mostly still up. It's been a relatively uneventful day in terms of just the direction of the market. That does not mean though we don't have things to discuss. We there are a number of things that we did not get the chance to talk about really on pre-market prep this morning. I want to talk about KB Home. I want to talk about Neo. I want to talk about Nvidia. There are a lot of things that we ran out of time for early this morning that I want to get to now. Of course, follow up on Twitter and AT&T today because those are making some moves and those are kind of your trending stocks of the day. So that's what we'll do. We got 29 minutes left in the session. Do me a quick solid. Hit that thumbs up button for me, please, and thank you. And here we go. This is at the close. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
All right, Joel, how's your day going so far?
Good day here. Good spring day here in the Motor City,
Oh,
or
okay.
a suburb of the Motor City. We're down 65 handles at 44.1850. Had no problem breaking that major support this morning. Made a couple weak attempts to rebound, but nope, we are trading on the lows of the session. And we'll see if we finish on the lows. Crude in the red by 385 at 94.41, about $4 away from your pre-war levels. Gold up 850 at 1954.10. Silver in the green by 32 cents at 25.14. Bitcoin under 40K. Down 29.40, 39.975. And Ethereum futures, they're in the red too by 244 at 29.93. Just made a new low for the session, folks. We are approaching our March 21st low of 44.15. Oh, that's my second to last number here.
March 20, not the March 21st low, Joel.
Yes, sir.
All
Oh,
right.
no, not March 21st. Well, let me see. Let me see here. I got 320. No, yeah, March 21st,
Oh,
Spencer.
okay. No, I know. I was being
Well,
sarcastic.
let's see here. Yeah. Do I need to elaborate with my
No,
data window?
I was being sarcastic.
Let's see. March 21st, 44.15, 44.52 and a quarter. Right there, right now. And you don't want to look under that, folks. Your next daily low, 43.64.50. We just crashed through that low. I might find a little bounce here. Not many bounces today, but we just took out the bottom number, and then I just threw something up there at 4,400, but there's really nothing there.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got for me?
All right, I want to start with this KB Home thing. This is interesting. I saw this a lot on Twitter throughout the day. KB Home announced a $300 million buyback. Now, that in and of itself is not especially notable. It's not a very large amount of money for a corporate buyback. And yet, when you put that buyback in context, right, weigh that against what we have right now, which is a nationwide shortage of houses. And here you have one of the largest home builders in the country electing not to use this cash to do what they do. They're not going to build more houses. They're just going to buy some of their own stock and return money to shareholders that way. It does rub people the wrong way, and you can understand why. And you can also understand from KB Home's perspective, they're probably looking around and they're like, well, heck, everything is really expensive. What do you want us to do? Buy more, or make more houses at these prices? But still, though, I can't help but be frustrated at when I saw this headline because we need more houses, and this is not helping.
Well, you got a pop, and it was faded off it. I don't know the particulars. Who knows what their special dividend or something's planned. Uh, just moving forward here, we'll keep an eye on $32. The reason being, you didn't even get to Friday's high at 32.39. 32.05 was your high today. So there, I mean, after that opens up a buck 33.50. But regardless of the news, regardless of the price action here, kind of hard to get excited until you can hold 32.
Yeah, I saw that one. I was like, huh? You guys are gonna do what?
Yeah, let's
And
take a look at the other home builders. Tri Point Homes, a little more on the expensive end. They're looking the same. Looks like they got a date with 18 bucks. What else? We have Lennar. Boom, Lennar. Ooh, well, it's trying to put a few lows in at the same area. Whom the whom the bell tolls for, Toll Brothers. Same thing. I mean, a couple lows in the same area, but it's nothing. No rebound yet. Maybe if you move up from here, get a little consolidation. Maybe you got a point to leave on. But right now, stop going down at least today.
yeah. Okay, what else was on my list here? That I had for this morning to talk about that we didn't get to this morning. Oh, Nvidia, Joel. Nvidia has how many downgrades for Nvidia in the last couple of days here? Well, maybe that's not so much couple of days, but couple of months, right? Because Nvidia is obviously a stock where every analyst in the world had a buy rating on it, or most of them. But if you go back, and you have to go back to November here, but since November, you've had uh, a couple of pretty big downgrades. You had Wedbush in November going down to neutral. Again, very rare for an analyst to not have a buy rating on Nvidia. Wedbush down to neutral in November, and now you have today Baird out down to neutral. There's also Summit, which is a smaller firm. Summit downgraded Nvidia to neutral a couple months ago as well. You basically had three downgrades to Nvidia in the last 6 months for one of the most loved stocks on Wall Street. It is interesting, is it not?
I mean, did you show the pro the way they're ganging up like that? Analysts all jumping in on the same thing. It's interesting. This is going to be the fifth day in a row that this has been the biggest losing component in the S&P.
Wow.
I guess it's just if everything's slowing down, people don't need chips, don't need computers, and won't be buying things in the metaverse. So that's a big down move. I think right now you just gotta if you waited for this one, maybe wait for a test of the low of the move 206.56. What couple other intermediate lows ahead of that? 13.22 and 11.59. So no reason to be a hero yet. Current low 1660. That's a big old losing streak. Wow. And if I know it's the last 5 days in a row it's been down, but how many days, man? The chips are down.
I
Let's
know. I
see
know.
here. Wow, wow, wow. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And before that, it had a 1, 2, 3 day losing streak. And then at 3 out of 4, huh? 8 out of 9, man. That's a bad streak here. So I don't know. Looks like we're gonna date with the low of the move here in Nvidia.
Yeah. So maybe we should go overall market here for a second because we're seeing just broadly speaking a bit of a reopening trade on today where the airlines are strong. I have not looked at the cruise lines. Let's do that real fast. Cruise lines. Yeah, cruise lines in the green. Um, so reopening is on. Tech is off, right? What else? What else we have here that sticks out to us?
Oh, nice
Um,
triple bottom there in CCL. If you were watching your 18, 3 days in a row, you had a low just under 18 here at 1783. Another low just above 18. So yeah, you have an out here if you want to take a shot here. CCL, RCL, a little bit higher price, a little bit more volatile. Wow, couple lows in the same area, only coinciding with one other low. And what do we got? NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Lines. Wow, these things really trade together. But low fuel, right? Big component of on the balance sheet for expenses, lower fuel prices. I don't know. This isn't really jiving what's going on in Shanghai or Philly. I saw Philly went to a mask mandate. So not jiving with the news, but price action's price action.
Yeah. What else do we have sticking out today? Industrials having a good day. Banks are up. Joel. Joel, did you notice that?
Banks are up, yeah. JP Morgan, right? Hot CPI number. JP Morgan just been getting lit up lately. Usually didn't do it last quarter. Last quarter it sunk off earnings, but maybe shorts just squirming a little bit ahead of the report. Bringing it in after this thing went to 170, back near the lows, your March lows. Bank America, I was looking at that earlier. That 40 is still the bugaboo area. Today it tricked people, got the 40-10, and then just couldn't hold up in a weak market.
Yeah. We have bank earnings this week, which is why that's
Yeah.
relevant. But look at AT&T today, Joel. AT&T is having a very good day. Remember the adjusted open, or the adjusted close for AT&T? It was 1822 based on the spinoff of Warner Brothers.
Yep.
And so from 1822 to 1961 in one day, $1.40 move for AT&T is a pretty substantial move.
Yes, and I'm a proud owner of
I
AT&T.
know you are.
Yeah, so I like this, and I think it's just kind of messing with people. I think that the spinoff, people didn't know how to interpret it. People maybe got caught short, thinking it would just continue to go down. The other thing too is record dates on the 14th, right? And T historically has ran into dividend and has been a big dividend capture play. Now the dividend is not as big here, but still you're picking it up on a discount. I mean, people trade this all the time. They pick things up at a discount. They hope they get a little rally. They take the dividend and then they dump the stock. So I'm just going to attribute it to, little people confused about the arbitrage, and then you have it going ex dividend. So hopefully they will redo my chart tomorrow, so it'll make it a lot easier for you. I did redo it on mine. I was just curious, and the 19 where it's currently trading 1958
Yeah.
equates to 25. Well, you can simply do the math, but that puts it right here. And this was a breakout. We talked about the potential breakout on Friday with Mitch. So I was also, not that I think the company's any great shakes. I just kind of thought, clearing all those highs, and now it's actually up in this area for AT&T.
Yeah. I mean, my dad has owned AT&T since he worked there, which is 30 years ago, right? So
Yeah,
this is one of those stocks that is in people's portfolios for decades and decades, and
doesn't go
and
anywhere.
and
Yep.
yeah, it's not a great performer, but hey, at least you're getting paid a little bit to own it. But yeah, just one of those stocks that a lot of people probably never sell and never will sell because it's AT&T. It's telecom. It's one of the darlings of the 20th century. Not so much this century, unfortunately. What else do we have here? Did you see this, Joel? This snuck under the radar, but Charlie Munger, remember he bought Alibaba, and he has cut his stake in Baba in half, according to SEC filings. He owned about 600,000 shares at the end of the year, and now he owns about 300,000 shares. So he's been selling.
Yeah, he didn't buy this thing good. It's tough, man. Tough political environment. Also now what's going on with the lockdowns. If you felt like you wanted to own this, like you're really bummed you missed the move from 72 to 125, just technically speaking here, I can't speak about any of the fundamentals here, but technically you're coming into an area where you did have two lows, right? And then and also coinciding with the 50% retracement. So take a look at that if you're interested, if you really felt like you missed out on the move. DJCO. Oh, Charlie. That's his
Yeah.
company. That's not doing too good today.
No. Well, I mean, this is the vehicle through which
Right.
he bought Baba. So
New low. We just pierced at 11 and a
yeah.
quarter low. We're leaking into the close. We still got 15 minutes to go.
Well, we started the stream a few minutes ago, and at the time, industrials were green, staples were flat because you have a number of staples that are up today. But now every sector is cleanly into the red.
I
Um,
guess there's some rumors about some things going on in the Ukraine that I'm not going to comment on, but I guess there's some rumors going on about.
what chemical weapons is
Yep.
that what you're seeing? Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, all what day was the headline that they were going to scale back
Oh
operations, Joel? What day
gosh,
was that? Was that was it? It wasn't last week, right? It was 2 weeks ago, right?
it was a Monday. It was right here.
It wasn't last Monday. It was 2 Mondays ago, wasn't it?
Yep.
Was that the 29th?
Here, I'll put a
8th,
little arrow
28th.
there.
That was the 28th. What a joke! What a joke! Oh my
Yep.
gosh!
Yep. Right here. Can you
What a
believe
joke!
that?
Yeah, a joke that everyone saw coming. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
If you didn't see that coming, don't know what to tell you at this point. Okay. What else? What else is on my list here? Oh, let's look at Twitter here, Joel. Twitter was one of your trending stocks of the morning, of the day, really. Um, Bit of a whipsaw day, but it's cleanly in the green, up
Mhm.
1.7% today. I'm just, I don't know about you, but I'm like holding out on that pre-market low as like the level of levels.
Yeah. Weird day. For T or for T Twitter. Uh, just the only thing here. Kept my eye off it. I saw it rallied in no man's land. Once again, I'm just gonna focus on the closes here, and you look at your close from Thursday, and that was 48.03. So they did get a green on the session nicely when they got it above 46.23, but you ran into that other close area, 48.03. And they stopped it at a nice round number like 47.98. Yeah, when you were talking about those 40 puts, Spencer, it's like today would have been you would have been licking your chops in the pre-market, but oh
Yeah,
no, there's still the
yeah, you're right.
now
It's never easy on day one, that's for sure, right?
now, and I still think that now the narrative will be that well, yeah, now he's not going to be on the board. Now he can buy the whole company, and I'm not buying that narrative. But right on, it's on the green on the day, so I don't know what he'd want that headache for, but whatever.
I
That's
don't know either, Joel. I really
what you'd be looking for here, and this would be the truth of truths here in Twitter, is if you when you finally get a sustained bounce. Okay, we got to 54 and change. I'm just giving a hypothetical situation here because I have no idea what if this low is going to be a substantial low. But let's just call it a 10-point move, right? So get five of that. That would be 49.71. Let's call it $50. But that's if this is a low. So you get, you had the big run up, you had the pullback. Looks like it's trying to put a bottom in. Let's see where this. I guess the trend is Twitter up now because of that big update. Counter trend rally. The other number, I wish I would have telling you guys, paid more attention to it. The high close of the rebound's been 50.98, and it met that 57 50.99. Was that the high of the move? Let me see here. 50.98 and 50.77. So if and when it gets back to 51, I'm out.
oh man. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
Wait. You're out. You're already
I
out.
have a small piece left. I kept the hip pocket
Oh, that's
piece.
right. That's right.
The
That's right.
hip pocket piece. The
I know.
one that
You
you wish you would have sold, but you didn't.
always want to have a piece. Hey, I don't know if you saw this, but GM and Ford are both having very good days today.
Finally, huh?
GM said they delivered 600 or more than 613,000 cars in China in the first quarter. I know that a lot of the Chinese EV makers are having some problems now. GM apparently with a strong quarter as far as deliveries. Ford also trading up with it. Ford had an initiation today, but not from a super influential firm, BNP Paribas. But Ford and GM are notable because like Tesla is, I mean, Tesla's a trades like a tech stock, right? So it's gonna be down with tech, but it's down almost 5%. And Ford and GM are up both more than GM's up 2.5%. Wow, Ford's up 1.5%.
I mean, they were due for a bounce. You can't really say that 15 was like the level because the actual low of the move was 1456 and then 1481, 1489. So whoever was wanting to buy it at 15 got it a little bit of a discount. Don't have a great I do have a good I lied. I got a good number for you for you Ford bulls out there. You Ford bulls want to see this thing over 1580. I got up to 1577 today, faded hard. Uh got up to 1580 back on the 6th, faded pretty hard. So right here, two little highs, same area, clears that. I can maybe forecast more upside for Ford. For GM, similar situation. You did get to a good level. Here it only missed it by a penny. Your high last Wednesday, 41.33. Your high today, 41.34. That's the good news. The bad news is you backed off $1 since then. So, off the lows, but not by much. On the lows are the S&P 500 index futures, now down 74 and three quarters handles. We're trading at the low of the session, right here, low of the session, 0875.
Toronto Dave mentioned Neo, which has had itself a day. I mean, again, I find I find it difficult, frankly, to talk about any Chinese stock right now because it takes a backseat to what's actually happening in China. Um, but Neo said that they lower their delivery guidance and they said they're going to raise prices, and stock at one point was down over $1 today. It went green there for a moment. It's not green now, but
Yeah, it
it's,
went green by 7 cents. Good point there, Spencer. Snapped a 4-day, 5-day, 4-day losing streak is now a 5-day losing streak.
yeah.
Hanging up here though near 20. So if you could get above 20, hold a bit above 20. Maybe work your way closer to 2071. That was your high on Friday. Pretty high volume day for it. So down but not out. If you were taking a stab off the open, you didn't take much heat. 1805 open, and you had a low at 1777. So give you an opportunity.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I just like find it hard now just to talk about Chinese stocks because that's not important in regards to what's actually happening over there, which scares the bejesus out of me, and I feel absolutely horrible. What other
Is it good for
stocks?
your smokes though? I heard that
I don't know.
Coca Cola and Diet Coke and smokes were like people are
Well,
like
I mean, Coke
just
and Pepsi are having good days. The market is down, and Coke is flat, and Pepsi is only down 66 cents, and Altria is up.
wow.
So
Look at
yeah,
that Pepsi rally. Holy trend line time. This is let's see if I can just do it real quick and not waste half hour of the show. That is one
yeah,
steep trend line. Look
yeah.
at that.
Wow,
Holy mackerel.
wow, yeah,
Woo!
pretty.
Keep an eye on that. Look out
Yeah,
below if it takes that out. And wow, let's see if I'm on a
right.
roll here. Can you do this? And give you a little channel handover. Look at this. I don't do this much, folks. You should take advantage. Oh, look at that. Holy mackerel. Sell here, buy here. Sell here, buy here. Sell here, buy here. Just like you see it on TV.
That's it. Patrick asking, will Upstart UPST trade with the banks? Not really. No, it's more of a fintech play, um, which means it's more of a tech play, right? So,
Oh
um,
05. Down goes 4405. 4400s, you're probably shaking here, folks. We've come this far
yeah,
this fast.
yeah, yeah. We
Upstart, down a buck 70. Got a nice maybe you get a little bounce here. pair of lows in this area, 80, 85, 80, 85. Couldn't quite get there today, but you got a $3 bounce. So that's the good news. On the upside, what you want to keep an eye on if you really think this is the rally of rallies, 91.17 was your close on Friday. They got it up to 91.35 and they backed it off a couple bucks.
Yeah.
So that's your big level if you want to see any continued upside. If you happen to pierce this 85, you got to go back to your late January low. That's a ways away. So we won't worry about that yet.
All right. What else from the chat here? We've got 5 minutes left in the day. Whatever we don't cover, Mitch, I'm sure we'll cover on Money Mitch at 4:30. Catching up here. What do you guys see? And I saw a small market on closing balance, nothing super crazy. The thinker says WBD is picking up a little bit. Yeah, last few minutes here. WBD, the new discovery. Warner Media or Warner Brothers Discovery, whatever you want.
Yeah, made a
Yeah.
new all-time high today.
Oh yeah, look at that, Joel.
Yeah, not by much. Viewer 26.22 got to 26.26 and then backed off. Big volume day as people are trading that today. So the good news is it did get up to 26.26. The bad news is it's flat on the session. The closing high so far has been 25.50. So got a little excited today, but unfortunately came right back down.
Yeah. No surprise, cybersecurity names having a good day in regards to the there was a deal this morning. Hey, did you see a firm? There was a random takeover rumor that was pretty loosey goosey, not very firm, pun intended, but a firm. If you see that big volume spike a couple hours ago, that was a report. I think it was from Deal Reporter. I don't remember exactly, saying a firm had identified a potential buyer, which is
They should
obviously.
change their name to the Deal List Reporter
I
because I
know,
don't think I've ever heard a deal
I know.
out of them. This affirmed chart looks okay. Rally off the lows, failed. You came down. You're right. I mean, this third, you're under the 50%, but getting a couple lows in the same area. I mean, I'd buy it perhaps technically. As far as like, this is not the kind of, I don't want to say it'll get bought out tomorrow, but I don't know if this is really the kind of company that people are going to want to buy. I think you got to make a little bit of money.
Yeah, perhaps here. Is Tesla going back to 780? Holly wants to know. 780?
Holly,
780? $200 away from here.
gap down. I don't know if it's going to 780 or 750 or whatever, but I don't like these kind of charts. If there's anything you guys know, I don't like when something has a big run up, right? And then gives you a couple red candle, then loses support. So if I had this on for like a swing trade here and I'd boom, 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 man, I'd try and identify a pretty on a pop, an identifiable target. The China news probably, with the lockdowns and everything, that certainly is not helping it today. But I just don't like the way things look in this area. Up easy, down easy.
Yeah. All right. We are into the final minute now of the day. Yeah, Viru is your super viral, crazy move of the day, up 183%. So probably want to watch today's high, and $10.
VERU?
VERU is a crazy stock move of the day. There's always at least one,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that's your
I'll let
crazy
you do
one
the
for
technicals
today.
on that. That's a tough one.
I don't have any technicals. I'm just gonna say, hold on for dear life if you're in it. Oh, nice one, Mitch. Mitch said they nailed it on the live trading. You have to watch. If you don't watch live trading, you really should. It airs every day after pre-market prep. But we're done here, Joel. We got 10 seconds left in the day. We are going to close down across the board, down in every sector, down in every index. Crypto down, oil down, gold. It feels like it's hanging on by a thread here. At least the futures are. They're up 0.6% today. But just mostly red. One of those days, mostly a continuation of last week's market. Now, of course, we all turn our attention to tomorrow when we get
The
inflation.
CPI. All right, everyone.
Now,
Have a good night. Adios, amigos.
how bad is inflation? We'll find out tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. We got Money Mitch live in a half hour, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Stay tuned for that. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Inflation.